Ghostface. Ghostface is two teenagers in a $30 Halloween costume with a hunting knife and a voice changer. No immortality, no supernatural anything. Real world equivalent? Random incel with a buck 120 knife. They stab wildly, trip over furniture, and get winded after one flight of stairs. In the actual movies, multiple victims fight back with lamps, televisions, and fridge doors and live. Sydney literally beats the shit out of them repeatedly with household objects. Real world outcome. You hear the phone ring, you don't answer dumb questions, you lock the doors, you call 911, you grab the heaviest thing nearby. Average police response time in the US is 7 to 10 minutes. Ghostface is bleeding out from one good hit with a cast iron pan long before that. Harsh reality. Most of you still die because you try to figure out who it is instead of running. Congratulations, you played yourself. If we're being honest, Ghostface is the only one on this list where don't be stupid is a viable survival strategy. Chucky. Chucky is a 3-foot-tall plastic doll possessed by a serial killer's soul. He has the strength of an angry 8-year-old and wields kitchen knives or whatever he can pick up. He can be kicked across the room, thrown into a fireplace, or decapitated with garden shears. In every single movie, he gets absolutely ragdolled by normal people. The only reason anyone dies is because they refuse to believe a doll is trying to kill them for the first 40 minutes. Real world outcome. The second you see a good guy doll moving, you stomp its skull into paste. Done. Even if you're 70 years old, you can punt that thing into next week. The voodoo transfer crap only works if he finishes the ritual, which he never does when people stop treating him like a haunted Cabbage Patch Kid. Harsh reality. You only die to Chucky if your fight or flight response is completely broken, and you'd rather get stabbed than look crazy. That's not bad luck, that's natural selection. Leatherface. Leatherface is a 300-pound mentally disabled man in a skin mask swinging a 15-pound chainsaw. He's fast, strong, and runs on pure panic adrenaline, but he's still 100% human. A chainsaw is terrifying, but it's also loud, heavy, hard to corner with, and runs out of gas. Real chainsaw massacres are almost non-existent because the weapon is impractical as hell for murder. Victims in the original film escape by jumping through windows and running into traffic. Real world outcome. You do not fight Leatherface. You run. He's wearing a mask made of human flesh and screaming. He's not chasing you cross country. 1 mile in any direction and you're clear. If cornered, one 12-gauge slug, or .45 to the center mass, drops him permanently. He's not bulletproof. He's just fat and crazy. Harsh reality. Most of you freeze, or try to hide in the house where his whole cannibal family lives. Freddy Krueger. Freddy only exists in dreams. Stay awake, you live. Fall asleep, he slices you up with a glove that has 4 9-inch blades, and your real body dies from the injuries. Real world equivalent. Fatal familial insomnia is a prion disease that kills you by preventing sleep in about 7 to 18 months. Microsleeps start after 3 to 4 days, and that's all Freddy needs. People have stayed awake 11 days maximum. Randy Gardner, 1964. After day 5, you're hallucinating worse than any acid trip. By day 7, you can't walk straight. Day 11, you die anyway from organ failure. Harsh reality. You're choosing between being carved apart in your sleep or slowly going insane and dying awake. There is no third option. Pull toy caffeine cocktails and meth won't save you past 2 weeks. Freddy wins because human biology is a bitch. You blink, you lose. Jason Voorhees. Jason is a 6'5", 275-pound undead mutant who has survived multiple gunshots, hanging, electrocution, explosions, being drowned in toxic waste. He walks at 4 to 5 miles per hour non-stop, doesn't speak, doesn't get tired, doesn't feel pain. His machete removes limbs in one swing. Real-world outcome: guns slow him down for 30 seconds, fire slows him for 5 minutes. You would need military-grade weapons or a wood chipper to stop him permanently. And even then, he's come back from less. He will follow you across states if needed. Police show up. They empty magazines into him. He kills them, keeps walking. Harsh reality. Once Jason marks you, you're a corpse that just hasn't stopped breathing yet. Running buys hours, maybe a day. Nothing buys a week. Michael Myers. Michael is the purest expression of unstoppable evil in human form. 6 feet 3 inches, silent, walks at normal speed, wears a mechanic suit and a painted William Shatner mask. Real-world outcome: you empty a 15-round magazine into his chest. He drops for 10 seconds, then stands back up while you're reloading. You run. He walks. And somehow, he's always in the next room. You lock doors. He punches through them. You call police. He kills them too. The longest anyone has ever delayed him is about 90 minutes. No one has ever permanently stopped him. Harsh reality. Michael Myers is the physical manifestation of you don't get to win. When he decides you die, the only variable is how long you suffer before the knife goes in.